Deep in the heart of 17th century Africa, a legend was born. A queen unlike any other, a warrior who defied empires, and a leader who refused to bow to colonial oppression. This is the story of Nzinga Mbande, the fearless warrior queen of Ndongo and Matamba. Imagine a land rich in resources, a kingdom thriving under the leadership of its king, a young princess named Nzinga by her side. But this idyllic scene was about to be shattered, a kingdom under threat. European powers established their sights on Africa in order to satisfy their hunger for money and land. When the Portuguese landed at the doorway of Ndongo, they brought with them a sophisticated arsenal of weapons and a brutal strategy. Nzinga's father, King Nzinga Mbande, was coerced into signing a cruel pact that gave the Portuguese permission to enslave his people and take advantage of his wealth. On the other hand, Nzinga, a woman of extraordinary intelligence and unyielding determination, stood firm in her refusal to accept her destiny. She witnessed the horrific effects that the situation had on her people and the deterioration of their culture. Her resistance stoked the flames of a fire that sprung from within her. Imagine a young princess facing off against a vast European empire. Seems crazy, right? But Nzinga, soon to be crowned warrior queen, was no ordinary princess. To protect her kingdom and its people, she'd need every ounce of cunning, courage, and battlefield brilliance. Buckle up, history buffs and warriors at heart. We're about to embark on an epic journey into the life of Nzinga, the legendary warrior queen of Africa, where we'll witness her shrewd tactics, fierce battles, and unwavering resilience. Fasten your seatbelts, because this is one history lesson you won't want to miss. As Nzinga blossomed into womanhood, her influence in the royal court soared. Her sharp intellect and martial prowess, honed through years of training, made her a trusted advisor to her aging father. There was a striking contrast between the careful diplomacy of the king and the fiery temperament of Nzinga, who blatantly rejected the demands of the Portuguese. With a glint of steely defiance in her eyes, Nzinga declared,
"We will not sit idly by as our people are taken away from us.
It is our determination to fight for our independence, for our land, and for our own way of life." "My daughter speaks truth," King Nzinga Mbande rumbled, worry etching his face. "But war is a hungry beast. We must be cunning." Nzinga, eyes glinting with a dangerous understanding, offered a curt nod. Disobedience, a forbidden seed, had taken root. The future would demand a queen, a fragile peace shattered. Portuguese greed, a insatiable hunger for resources and slaves, clawed at the ceasefire with Ndongo. Tensions like a stretched bowstring snapped. Betrayal. The Portuguese snatched King Nzinga Mbande, tightening their grip to enslave. But they underestimated Nzinga's fire. With a band of loyal followers, she vanished into the unforgiving Angolan wilds. The fight for freedom had just begun. Nzinga's resolve hardened with each sunrise. Freeing her father wasn't enough. It was her people, stolen by Portuguese greed, who fueled her fire. Nzinga roared, voice echoing with defiance. "But they'll never break a queen. We fight back. We take back our freedom." But how could Nzinga's meager army challenge a vast empire? What cunning strategies would this brilliant woman employ to turn the tide? Nzinga knew a head-on war was a fool's game, therefore she craved a different path. First move, alliance. The fierce warriors and deadly archers of the Mbangla tribe joined Ndongo, forging a formidable force. But Nzinga wasn't done. Second move, beyond brute force. Her grasp of psychological warfare was chilling. Nzinga consulted a powerful Nganga, their pronouncement striking fear into the Portuguese hearts, questioning their very right to be in Ndongo. Third move, guerrilla attacks. Then came the storm. Nzinga's warriors, ghosts in the bush, unleashed guerrilla attacks, inflicting heavy losses. The once confident invaders found themselves demoralized, counting the bloody cost of their greed. Years of war had ravaged Ndongo and Portugal. Exhausted, the invaders whimpered a single word: peace. Nzinga, a queen forged in fire, scoffed. Peace, after the blood they spilled, the lives stolen. Her voice vibrated with fury, a lioness protecting her pride. But Nzinga was a strategist too. Her warriors, battered but unbroken, craved respite. Perhaps within this fragile peace, she could plant the seeds of future defiance. With a warrior's spirit and a diplomat's cunning, Nzinga entered the talks. Her demands echoed in the tense air: freedom for her father, stolen resources returned, and the shackles of slavery shattered in Ndongo. Days bled into weeks. Each concession felt like a betrayal, a bitter pill forced down. Finally, a treaty emerged, a bittersweet victory. Not everything was reclaimed, but her father walked free and a semblance of Ndongo's autonomy remained. The war may have paused, but Nzinga knew the fight was far from over. In the quiet embers, the flames of rebellion still flickered, waiting for the right moment to erupt once more. The war had taken its toll on Ndongo. The land was ravaged, the people exhausted. But Nzinga's spirit remained unbroken. She led her people in the arduous task of rebuilding their kingdom and reviving their culture. Nzinga's enduring flame, a legacy ignited. Nzinga's reign defied age, a testament to her iron will. She not only secured Ndongo's future, but became a beacon of African resistance that blazed far and wide. Her legend transcends borders. In Angola, she's a national hero, forever revered for her courage, defiance, and unwavering love for her homeland. Today, her story continues to ignite generations, a burning ember of inspiration for those fighting for freedom and justice across the globe. Queen Nzinga, the warrior, Queen of Africa, a legend whose flame of resistance refuses to be extinguished. Nzinga's lessons for overcoming any obstacle. Nzinga's life isn't just history, it's a battle cry. It roars that even when faced with an impossible fight, courage, smarts, and an unwavering spirit can shift the tide. Nzinga's flame of resistance still burns bright. Is there an injustice you see in the world? A fight that needs to be fought? Let Nzinga's story ignite your own fire. Hit that subscribe button to join our journey through history's most epic battles and inspiring leaders. If you enjoyed this exploration of Nzinga's resilience, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so they can be inspired too. Until next time, keep exploring, keep fighting for what's right.